Good day, my friends. My name is Tracy Repchuk, and I'm the host of Reach Millions TV, an entrepreneurial lifestyle and learning channel where I will educate and introduce you to some of the greatest powerhouses in their fields. As an entrepreneur for over 37 years, I've had the good fortune to appear in Forbes over 27 times, speak in 39 countries, appeared on NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, won awards from the Senate, the Assembly, the White House, and President Obama, written 9 #1 bestsellers. And from that journey, I reached millions with my message. So I wanted to show you and introduce you to the people that can help you to find more leads, make more sales, and reach millions with your message. You can find out more about me at tracyrepchuk.com and reachmillionsacademy.com. On today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at creating the customer journey. So what is a customer journey? A customer journey, kind of in the marketing funnel, are similarly termed. So it applies to any time a customer hits an interaction point. So whether you're looking at your online sales, generating traffic for your brick and mortar, for your store, collecting clicks as an affiliate, you really need to take a look at a marketing funnel, which of course is kind of that automation moment of the customer journey. Now, the funnel is a powerful way to deepen the relationship at every stage of connecting with your customer. And it's important because your business is only as strong as your weakest link. And so if there is a weak link among the customer journey, that's where something's going to, of course, fall. And if you aren't aware of it, you're either going to assign the wrong thing that is occurring. A lot of times people will say, oh, traffic is my problem, when in fact, if you truly had the customer journey mapped, you may discover that traffic is not the problem. The problem could be at a conversion level. It could be at one of the steps within the customer journey. And that's why it's important to map, know, and track. And this is what we're going to take a look at. So what are the benefits of creating the customer journey? The biggest benefit is the ability to kind of measure and track each stage of contact so you can improve the conversion and really detect and strengthen where necessary the relationship with your potential prospect or customer. And so this is the important element as far as the chain is concerned. Now, your funnel shows where you're losing customers, and this will allow you to help pivot your strategy. And it's also going to provide you with the location to focus your energy so that you can continue the success of that journey. Now, let's take a look at the goal. So the goal of a customer journey map is improve the overall experience, to create empathy. That really means you're going to put yourself in the steps of your customer, of your prospect, and you're going to come in through each of those stages, and you're going to, ascertain, how did you feel? What experience did you feel welcomed, warmed? Things of that nature. So you really want to put yourself in their shoes and put on that empathetic role. It is important for driving conversation and engagement at each of the stages. It helps you kind of to build that consensus of a successful customer journey map. It's really going to help to reveal opportunities, especially when it comes to upsells and cross-sells, where somebody's going along, they bought something. What if immediately right there, you did an upsell, right? And if you're missing those, that's major money, right? That you're leaving on the table. It's really why McDonald's started to say, would you like fries with that, right? It's that kind of moment. And it really helps you to track and measure all of the various points. And this, of course, is going to help to reveal the success of a customer journey map, and more importantly, how you can improve it as it goes along. So For today, the customer journey stages and experience I'm going to discuss are super focused on these particular 5 stages. There is a lot that comes before when it comes to your establishment of a customer journey, and including establishing who the personas are so that you can, write your copy and create the websites and create the pictures and experiences based on a persona. But for this episode, we're going to stay focused right on this. Now, there are 5 major stages of the customer journey. The first one is the awareness. Okay, this is where a prospect is made aware of your program or service. The second is the consideration. That means the prospect is evaluating your program, service, or brand. The third is the actual purchase. The fourth is the retention, which means they stay active, they attend events, they participate, they're consuming the product. And last is they become an active promoter and affiliate. So we're going to take a look at each of these. Now, as they unfold on that journey roadmap, here's what it starts to look like. This is how you can identify those measure markers for yourself, plus, create whether it be content, social, email, web moments, texting, all of the various ways that you can reach out. So we start at the beginning of the journey. This means, of course, you have been promoting. The prospect has seen an ad, an email, or some sort of social media post, maybe even a referral. Then they're hitting that next stage. So first was, of course, that awareness stage, right? Now they're moving over to that consideration cycle. So now they take a look, they investigate the link, and they determine, are they interested, right? Especially if you're on a landing page scenario. Then they decide, based on what you have produced there, do they want to opt in? Do they want to watch the video? Do they want to subscribe and take that next step? They're still considering whether they want to get more deeply involved with you. And you can see each of these steps can have a measure marker. Then they consume the content. So they opted in, they received a gift, they're looking at the gift, and they're determining the value that you can provide even at this stage. So there can be a long time at this area. And that means that, they can be consuming and consuming and consuming various content. All of these are not some straight A to B wrap. You might have a loop of, you sent them a video, now you've sent them a blog post, now you've sent them something else. Oh, look, a check sheet, right? You've got all of these things going on until the ultimate occurs and the goal occurs, which is they make that initial purchase. And then, of course, now they've moved from that awareness through the consideration cycle right to the purchase. And then, yay, we have them. Now, once they've made the purchase, that's not the game over, right? Because unless they consume that purchase and received the value intended, we won't probably carry on to those next steps. And we've got almost this dead customer, right? Somebody who's bought something and yay, it was a very short-term result in that we may have got the money from that, but that's not going to move us towards the long-term value of a customer. So then now they're assessing the value after the consumption of it, and they're now going to take it that next step and report the value received. So now we've successfully moved through the purchase cycle. So yay, now they're active in your community. So now we're moving towards that retention, which means they seem to be there. They're used to coming back and consuming data that you're providing so that we can move them to the next step. They're engaged on your social media, and they're starting to really become an active promoter or advocate. So now we've moved them from that purchase cycle to the retention, to the fact that they're being actively promoting and becoming an advocate. Then what happens, right? You now have an extremely valuable asset on your hands. To drop the ball at this stage is business suicide. 85% of the cost of getting a customer, so the customer acquisition cost, occurs in this stage. Now you've got yourself a customer. Now you want to kind of ensure that the nurturing continues so that customer becomes more entrenched, more loyal. More importantly, they actually return back to that beginning of the customer journey, and they start to see more from you. They see social media posts. They're getting the emails. Maybe there's a retargeting campaign going on and stuff is coming at them, to where yet again, they investigate that link and determine their interest. And maybe they consume something else, right? And they make another purchase. That is part and parcel of the up-leveling and the motion towards that successful journey with a customer. Because now we're starting to reap the long-term value of a customer versus constantly spending all the time and money up front acquiring. And so once they get that next product, right, they're going to assess the value. Then they're going to get active in the community for that product. Then they're going to start to get engaged on your social media yet again. And yay, now they're promoting perhaps another product. And this is where you can really start to develop that sales army on your behalf. And this is where kind of the juice of that customer journey really resides. So let's just take a walk through the various sections. This is the first step, which is awareness. The prospect sees an ad, email, or social post. So they are now made aware of your program or service. So they hit that considerations stage. They investigate the link and determine their interest. They opt in, they watch the videos, etc., and then they start to consume that data. So they're evaluating the program, the service, or your brand. Then we move into that purchase cycle. Yay, they made the purchase, they're consuming it, and they're moving on to the section of, I'm now going to report the value. Now, if they, of course, think the program is not good, the reporting of the value might be asking for a refund. It might be reaching back out to you to get more assistance, more help, whatever it is. And that's an important cycle as well, because if one person has hit that moment, there needs to be a correction and an assessment at that stage so that you, of course, don't continue to abruptly cut off once they have made that purchase. So the prospect purchases the product, service, or a membership. Now you really have to ensure that there is a clear customer experience that is simple, easy for them to connect to. So that means that onboarding process is clear. They can consume the program and get the results they were looking for. If they don't get the results that excited them about your product, you've completely ended that customer journey cycle, or even worse, created a negative advocate, right? It takes a lot to get people to start to rave about you. It takes a millisecond for them to go to social and say that program sucked. Now we're into that retention. They've consumed the product. They like it. Now they're starting to come to your social media. They're starting to attend your events, your webinar. They're becoming a participant. Often they are the type that if you're holding a live event, they're helping you at the back of the room even, right? What you want to look for here is adding things such as reward and loyalty programs, fun little badges. Maybe you can gamify some of this, and ways that continue especially to acknowledge their efforts and participation. Then they're into that advocacy stage. This is the dream moment where they're active on social media on your behalf. If you do a post, they're the first to like or click or comment, and then they take it one step further and they become an affiliate partner for you. And so then they start to do things like provide you with a testimonial. They will talk highly about you on calls. They recommend and refer. They're engaging, of course, in social media. And they're actively taking that affiliate link that you may have and getting you more clients. And then in this case, their reward is the exchange of a commission. So these are the 5 stages of that customer journey. Each one of them has kind of programs involved and connected to it. Each one of these can occur for every program that you have through that funnel situation. And it also has measure markers so that you know the success of each of these stages based on various elements. And those will be future episodes as we take those. So how do you kind of automate this? Or one of the best ways to really start to implement and gain power is, of course, through your email marketing. You have to be aware when they come in, they get that free gift, then you have that new lead campaign, then they purchase. It drops into a new customer campaign. Then it goes through, the nurturing and the upsell cycles and the frequency purchasing. Then it drops into that long-term nurture, and it continues to go through that continued cycle. So if you would like to continue with me and really have a relationship where I can assist you from the beginning of your setup, whether that's target market identification all the way to, of course, getting traffic through the 12 major stages of a company, I'd like you to check out messagetomillionsmastermind.com. It is my flagship program that I invite you to take a look at as we continue our journey together.